What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. Yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and that Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there. So please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey. What to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, it's going to be some information that's going to help you win. All right. In today's video, we can talk about dark web and the dark web scams and sites that's going on. A lot of people are confused. A lot of people are interested. A lot of people have weird fantasies. A lot of people want to be entertained. A lot of people are just curious about the dark web. A lot of people hear about sites. A lot of people hear about different things that's going on the dark web. So, with that being said, in today's video, I'm going to explain the dark web, what's going on the dark web, and if people are really making money on the dark web. Can you get scammed on the dark web? Can you go to jail on the dark web? It's a lot of different questions out there that needs to be answered, and that's what I'm here to do today. All right. So with that being said, let's get into this information about the dark web. All right. So with the dark web, what is the dark web? A lot of people have questions about the dark web. A lot of people want to know what the dark web is. How do you get on it? Where can you do this and do that? Right. So the dark web is it's a place on the internet where you can go see and buy things that you wouldn't normally be able to buy. More than likely illegal things and things that you wouldn't even think that you would be able to buy. Right? So the dark web is what it sounds like. The dark web. Hold on. The dark web is what it sounds like, the dark web. And it's a dark place to do dark things. So people go on the dark web and there's so many different places to go on the dark web. Now people think or don't know anything about the dark web. Every site on the dark web is a hidden encrypted place. So the URL for uh, a dark website is not a www dot come look what's in here.com. No, it's nothing like that. It looks like a Bitcoin address and it's a dot onion. So it's really hard to find sites on the dark web. But it's a place called the Hidden Wiki where it presents everything that's not everything, but a lot of things that's on the dark web. Now, they have a lot of sites on the dark web that are fake, that are scams, meaning that people spend their money on them under the impression they're going to get things, and they never do. It's a lot of cyber security police officers on there. It's a lot going on. So what goes on in the dark web? So they got different categories on the dark web. You got financial services, you got gourd, you got corn. We replaced the C with P. They got Bitcoin services. They got hacking services. They got forums where people talking about a lot of different things. It's a lot going on in the dark web. You can buy pharmaceutical things on there, drugs, watch videos, mystery boxes. So much going on in the dark web. And people hear about it. They hear you can do this and do that, buy this and buy that. And a lot of times people just want to see it to believe it. That's what a lot of times what people want to do. They want to see it to believe it. And if they don't see it, they're not gonna believe it. So why did picked up this garbage yet? So they want to see it to believe it. They want to make sure everything is real. They want to see, like, is this really going on? So people go on the dark web and they try to find things. Now, when people go on the dark web, they say, "How do I get on the dark web? How do I go in it?" Well, we all know about Tor browser. We all know about VPNs, and then most people get stuck right there. So most people go willy nilly on ClearNet, searching different things, finding different sites until they find an actual site. So once they find an actual site, then they keep doing their research and searching. They keep getting led to different things, and they eventually come across different sites, different platforms, different forums, different things. So, and there are also places like Telegram and other places that promote and give sites where you can buy sites and to get access to sites. A lot of different ways, a lot of different things. So when I first was on the dark web, when I first got on the dark web, when I was a kid, the main things that you seen on the dark web, you started to see on the clear net. So a lot of gore videos. What I mean by gore videos is basically like people overseas getting tied up, getting executed, um, just a lot of things like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Getting put into ditches, getting shot, and all different type of stuff. And then you start seeing those type of videos on the clear net. Then you used to see videos of like people um in like black and white and like weird rooms, just sitting in chairs, like videos of like weird rooms of like morgues, nobody ever coming into the screen, like just weird stuff like that. Then people, you got the place where you can, people offer drugs, you can buy different type of drugs, different, so many different sites on there where you can buy different those type of services. A lot of those services come from like overseas, like Russia and Canada and things like that. um Financial services, now it's a lot of financial services sites on there, because there's a lot of people out there that are in the financial service world, as far as scamming, fraud. There's places where you can get fake IDs, fake documents, stolen cards, credit debit cards. There's places on there that will do certain things for you. So like, there's methods out here or crypto methods, there's cash out methods, Venmo methods, PayPal methods, and you can go on certain sites and they'll do it for you. So like, they'll load your cash app, they'll load your Bitcoin, they'll load your PayPal, they'll load your Chime, they'll do these loads for you. Like, it's a lot going on in the dark web, and a lot of people hear about these things, and it makes them excited because they want to see if it's true, and if it looks true, then they might actually take a chance and try it out. That's what a lot of people, it's different steps to people believing and trying something. They want to see if it's true. They want to make sure it's true, before they try it out. And a lot of people do find things on the dark web and try things out and are successful at actually doing them. But people gotta understand, once you go on the dark web is not a place where you think it's just willy nilly and all fun and games. The dark web, you go on the dark web, your IP address and your information is now vulnerable. Hackers and people can see that, so they can get your IP address. They can figure out, get into your computer and do a lot of different things. They got things called malware, where scammers and hackers put malicious viruses on people's computers and start taking control of them. That's how people are doing the ATM scam, the jackpotting, putting viruses on ATMs and having controlling the ATMs and having money dispersed. You can get scammed and get tricked and have your information stolen on the dark web. Like, it's very dangerous. Like, people, that's why I tell people, like, when you on the dark web, if you ever was to go on the dark web, make sure you are 100% safe, and make sure you are not trying to buy anything or do anything, because once you start willy nilly and trying to do this and do that and doing too many clicks, then your IP address on your computer is going to be vulnerable, and so many hackers and scammers are on there, and then the police is on there too. So You just got to be more safe, more cautious, and be aware. If you are somebody that's planning on going to check out the dark web, like I said, don't buy anything off the dark web. I'm not going to give you guys any sites or anything like that because I don't know any sites, and you can't do that on social media. So I'm not going to be dropping any sites, but or YouTube. But the dark web is very real, very real. Um, start people out there, like I said, a lot of information ends up on the dark web from people on the normal in the normal world, from people working in certain places, getting information and selling it on the dark web. People using skimmers, getting credit card information and selling it on the dark web. People stealing people's identities and selling it on the dark web. People compromising corporations' information and selling it on the dark web. Like it's a lot going on the dark web, and it's a place that you could get addicted to if somebody was a had a mind to like do those type of things, right? So it's all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware. Like I said, Norton LifeLock monitoring all your accounts. So if anything suspicious was to happen, and it monitors to make sure that any your information is not on the dark web. So make sure you guys are getting your Norton LifeLocks, monitor all your accounts, and to make sure your information doesn't end up on the dark web. Start freezing your credit profiles, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, so nobody can get any type of loans, credit cards, lines of credit in your name, cars in your name. Start changing your debit card and credit card numbers every so often. So every time you use your card at a POS machine, every time you use it on that device, it's now stored in that database. And compromises and hacks happen all the time. So if you change that card, that information on that card, um, yeah, every so often, then if that was to happen, that information that would have will no longer be valid, and you'll keep yourself safe. So it's all about staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware, understanding that if you want to or try to go on the dark web, your IP, you're vulnerable. So it's a possibility you could get hacked. Your computer could have a virus on it. A lot of things can happen. So I wouldn't suggest it. But always understand, like if you are an adult, you do what you want to do. So make sure you got your VPNs on there and just do surfing. Don't buy anything. If you do come across sites on the dark web, don't do that because most things on there are illegal, and you don't want to buy anything illegal and again get yourself caught up into anything that you can't handle, right? So just stay more safe, stay more cautious, and be more aware. Stay entertained, stay more smart, and be more aware, right? So like I said, don't go on the dark web buying nothing. Don't try to go on there doing nothing illegal. Don't do none of that. Keep yourself safe. Monitor your accounts with Norton LifeLock. So if your information end up on the dark web, you'll be alerted and you can keep it, or they even prevent it from happening. If they do catch it on the dark web, they take the steps to get it off the dark web. So Norton LifeLock is pretty cool. Monitors everything, helps you out, and keeps you safe from the dark web. All right. So and them cards, like trying to help y'all because this world is up 600 to 800% from scamming, and I know nobody wants to be a victim. So just keeping yourself safe will take you a long way. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 limit gems are $1,000. But for limit time only, I'm doing it for 600. Yes, 600 cash app or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your cash app or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the webinars Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 10 seats, 250. We're gonna talk about anything, everything y'all want to talk about, and the videos will end up on my podcast channel. So make sure y'all ready to have some fun, discuss some important topics, and get to work. All right. Also, make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the crypto tour in person limited gyms, 3,500, $500 deposit. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the month long mentorship, 2,500, 30 days, anything you need help with. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameraman, women, gamer streamers, and content creators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on my YouTube channels and my Twitch. Make sure you follow me on my new IG, King Hustle X11.2. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because y'all know it's changing people's lives. And make sure y'all checking out my music channel, King Hustle X1M. Latest mixtape, Hustle and Flow. Just dropped a new music video. Can't Fuck With Me in a new single, Scamming Out the Mansion. All right, so make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification bell, run the views, comments, and likes up. And with that being said, It's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how to get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.